Welcome to Good Mythical More. Are you interested in what the women find attractive in men? So are we. There's some sort of data out there of what hobbies women find most attractive in men.
Some sort of data.
And then we're going to try to rank
We don't care where it comes from.
Here's some of them. We have more over here, so get ready.
But first, we're going to do a little check of our voicemail.
Hi, guys. I have a really silly question for you. What's your favorite thing about living in California versus living in North Carolina? Thanks.
Well, we don't.
Skateboards.
Hold on, we don't field questions in our voicemail here. We do that on our podcast.
Skateboards, surfboards, longboards, just boards.
I love living here because it's a big city right here.
It's a big city, man.
Did you say California or LA?
California.
Oh, California?
California and North Carolina.
The lands, all of the lands to see. There's so much variety of lands. And then in the city,
But what
there's so
about
much
the
variety of
boards?
foods.
What about the boards?
And there's boards. There's snowboards,
Snowboards, surfboards,
surfboards,
skateboards.
You guys are so silly. Might
I'm
I?
just trying to brighten my mood. I got swept.
Women love it.
Well, you do have a punishment.
Silly.
The
got
high-low
culinarily
failed
swept.
food in front of you, but also
I made 3 dishes,
I have something to make you feel better.
They weren't all better than mine.
and they were all better than yours.
Yeah.
Something that
Sympathy
might
votes.
make Link feel worse.
3!
So I'm sorry.
All of
Oh,
them.
great.
I could have
But-
done 4. Or 5.
As you know, and as members of the Mythical Society know who watched the Secret Loft video, the
Yes.
most recent session of our trivia game, Think It and Sink It, over on the Mythical Society concluded, and players could choose to join Rhett's team or Link's team when they're playing, with the losing team suffering a punishment via the losing captain, which is
Okay.
one of you.
That
But
was me.
I previewed is Link. Link's
me.
team lost by 5%.
That's not much.
But you fought hard. It's not hard
And
enough.
Thank you. I want to thank my team.
okay.
We're going to win next time. If you want to predict what's going to happen in an episode of Good Mythical Morning, you can play Think It or Sink It through the Mythical Society app and join Team Link. We can turn this around next season.
But for now, you have to be declared. You have to be declared young, dumb, and full of crumbs.
Oh gosh, that could have gone places.
And Rhett, we've given you a series of fun items to inaugurate Link.
Penko.
Young, dumb, and full of crumbs? What? Okay.
Head and shoulders much? Oh.
Okay, I guess that will progress throughout, but what's not going to progress is that seems like a single bite of food. So,
You got to eat that.
Can you tell me what it is first? Because that's kind of how
No.
It's a fruit roll-up with poo-poo
No,
inside.
just bite into it. I would suggest biting the whole thing, but
Come on, Rhett. Eat the whole thing. Show it, or at least...
did you get any of the middle?
Yeah, I did. It's an oyster.
Yeah.
Ew. Eat it.
I
Eat it.
ate enough.
You lost.
I ate enough.
If you would have lost a little, I would understand that might be enough, but you lost by a lot.
I stand by my choices.
Okay.
Yeah, the losing choices.
And you know what? Thank you to Team Ret.
Oh, yeah.
And if you join Team Ret,
Speaking of which,
you clearly proved that you were 5% better than Team Link. So if you join Team Ret again because you're a winner.
mix it up a little bit next time. All right, arguing online.
So these are
we gonna
just
rank
to,
these?
Yeah, okay. So that's from datepsychology.com, and there is the top 15 least attractive hobbies to women and the top 15 most attractive hobbies to women. So you have two sets. So the first set that you're working with is the least attractive set.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and rank them from like least attractive to a little bit better.
Okay.
Arguing online. This is someone who's on the forums.
Embarrassing you on Facebook threads.
Getting into the Twitter fights.
Yep.
We don't know. I mean, this is not great, but we don't know how it compares. So let's bring up another one and let's see how they compare.
In my household, we don't argue online, and Christy will just post cute stories on Instagram,
I can argue with the cute
and
story.
I'm okay with that.
I can say that's not cute enough.
You can argue with it.
Yeah, I mean, that story's not cute enough. You thought that story was cute?
This
Let
is
me
not
show
a
you cute
this is
story.
not a source of conflict for us.
You're saying that as
I don't
if
I don't
you're-
argue online.
Yeah.
I don't relate to this. Just trying to.
I can't say I've never done it, but I can say I haven't done it very much.
Yep.
So this is somebody who's like, sometimes you'll see that somebody has said something to you on a platform, and then you go and you look at the other things that they've said on said platform, and it's all they do is sit around and try to pick fights with people.
Ooh,
So I think that is this type of
that is
person.
not attractive.
I do not understand this personality type. I'm not especially fond of it.
You're not attracted.
But I'm
to
not
it.
a woman.
Maybe they like people having strong opinions.
No, they don't
with
like
strangers.
it. They don't like any of these
But
things.
maybe they like it better than gambling. I mean, this could be a real problem. This could liquidate all of your assets.
There's a lot of people who play will go play poker or whatever. It's one thing to be sitting at a slot machine. It's another thing to be like, I like to play poker. Then there's a whole other thing. People do the sports betting.
Some people just can't get enough. It can be all consuming. I think
I think gambling is more
it could be
more
a bigger.
annoying.
It could be more destructive.
to your relationship.
To your
'Cause this is
relationship.
something that's happening like in the privacy of their own social media.
So we're going with like least hated, most hated. So this is in a good order.
okay.
I mean, this is weird. All right, let's go with crypto. Crypto. Is that still happening? I thought that bubble burst.
Salts and blue much?
That didn't even come up. Was that a different?
That was
It's a different type?
Italian style.
Oh, let me smell it.
I gotta figure out which ones
Or
I'm gonna
not.
put down your shirt.
Crypto. Why is
I don't want you to get too
so
messy.
crypto bros have a certain aesthetic. They have a certain delivery. They have a certain je ne sais quoi about themselves. And it's not what I would call that attractive. It's like that. Isn't it like hustle bro type stuff?
Yeah.
It's basically guys who are so full of their own knowledge that they feel like they need to spew it at everybody. And it's very braggy.
Well, both of these things, both the gambling and the crypto, could be something that you're like on your phone doing, like looking at your phone and like checking things. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's annoying, but this
when
goes
you're in public.
I mean, I'm actually making an argument. I'm starting to realize that like gambling to me yes, it can be very destructive financially, relationally, but I also have compassion for someone who has
Oh, you think this is a gambling addiction?
An addiction. And these I think is just like there's
Well,
a
this is
certain
less worse on this
a-
side.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying we maybe switch it because these type of guys are harder to date than somebody that just has a fondness for taking big risks.
Yeah, but if you know somebody who's on, I think crypto might be the worst of these because
I think
of how-
crypto's worse than
of how
gambling.
consuming it is. I'm fine with it with this.
You like that? Crypto worse than gambling?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right.
But it can benefit you.
porn. Why don't you talk
Is
about that?
porn a hobby?
Is arguing online a hobby?
But does somebody list in their hobbies porn?
Maybe.
Like my favorite way to pass the time is porn.
Yeah. This is difficult. I mean, we were raised very conservatively. Porn can be a problem. Porn, you can have an addictive relationship with it. It can be very damaging. It can have lots of negative impacts on your interpersonal relationships.
I think that my impression is that when these things are all lined up and they're listed as hobbies, if porn is one of the hobbies, I think that most women would be like,
It feels gross.
not necessarily gross, but just like you feel this strongly about it. Oh, you look at it once in a while. It's one of your hobbies?
Yeah, if it's one of your hobbies.
I think this might be the worst thing so far. Nothing against it. Nothing against people who do it. Nothing against people who view it. I'm just saying.
But if you're calling it a hobby,
We've already established that women don't like these things when you put them in your dating profile. That's not where they would. I understand this.
well, what about anime? I mean, what?
Now, again, this is on the complete opposite end of the
has
spectrum
gotta go.
from crypto. But hold on, you're putting it down here. This is all women. All women are not turned off by somebody who's knows about crypto and can talk about it. Because you know what? That dude might
Right.
have a lot of money.
Yeah. I'm actually going to move this.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, then we'll move it back here then.
But this is like anime, not everybody, but can mean you're spending a lot of time in this little make-believe world.
It's a genre of entertainment. Let's not.
I know, but I'm just saying that like there's a lot of women who don't like that. We're just trying to figure out what the
There's
what
a lot
the
of people who
averages
do
are.
like it. That's why it clearly needs to go there. I mean, it's kind of
Is this
similar.
your opinion or your prediction?
It's my prediction. I don't personally like anime, but a lot of people do. That's like saying like true crime. It's just a genre. What about comic books though? Arguing online is a worse hobby than comic books. I think more people understand comic books than anime, but which one can threaten your relationship more?
Anime. Comic books is like you have to like open them up
Yeah.
and look at them.
Yeah.
Anime, you get locked into that stuff, man. You're like, I gotta watch this whole series.
And they're long.
You know, yeah.
Like 1,000 episodes
Yeah, anime is worse.
in 50 volumes.
Comic books are the least bad thing here.
All right. And then what about drinking?
Drinking is
Public drunkenness?
less popular than it was at one point. If somebody is drinking as a hobby,
I think it's not as bad as. I think this is where we're going. Let's do this. Let's lock in on this because we have the other one to do.
it might be worse than anime.
All right, Stevie.
Oh, we do.
Okay, I'm gonna
We're
go
locked in.
from. I'm gonna give you all 15 because it's exciting to me. I'm gonna go from the. Well, I should leave the worst one for the last one. Okay, so we have comic books,
We did it.
cosplay, debating, drinking,
Oh, drink. We were bad about drinking, weren't we?
No, we're still down there.
Well,
Magic the Gathering,
So like anime is still down in the not so bad.
anime,
Yeah, okay. Yep.
makeup, crypto, cigars, clubbing,
like cigars. Don't like club.
marijuana,
Don't like marijuana.
Funko,
What is that?
Pop. Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Collecting.
arguing online,
Ooh.
porn, gambling,
Arguing on.
manosphere, which I had to Google.
Gambling is worse than porn.
Manosphere is
Manosphere
like
is
the
kind of the like
Joe Rogan
red pill
situation.
that
Yes,
a lot of these things happen
yeah.
in that world.
that is the most hated hobby by women of men.
All right.
Listen up, boys.
Take note of that. Take note of that.
Y'all ever gamble on porn before?
Where's he gonna put it first?
I bet you could. I bet you could. All right, let's move to the next one. Get rid of those, Rhett. Don't even need them anymore.
Okay, so these are the nice things.
These are the most loved, like hiking.
Most attractive hobbies.
Most attractive hobbies. Hiking, that's pretty attractive. Oh. Okay, all right. Crumb down the shirt, thank you.
I did the biggest ones.
Oh.
I did stovetop down the shirt.
After,
Chest dandruff.
it's sharp too.
Yeah.
Who knew stovetop was so sharp?
Oh, I did. That's why I did it. You got pretzels from here.
All right, now Rhett, here's one of your things now. Archery.
Oh, archery is a good thing?
Women love arches.
I have a 70-inch bow.
Yeah, he does.
I do. I just recently got it.
I held
I
it.
can't think that it's in the top of good things, though.
I don't think it's as.
It's almost like cosplay.
Yeah, I think it's.
Someone who's really into hiking, though, that can get annoying.
Okay, we'll put it right here.
Like if you have a camelback.
On at all times? Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you have
I like to be hydrated.
If you're really, really well equipped
I've
as a
thought about
hiker,
it.
it's annoying to hike with you. I'm just saying, it's like you have all the stuff and all the right fabrics and stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, listen.
If you have all the right fabrics, that can be really annoying.
Too much.
I just think it is.
Too much. But if you have a really long bow and arrow.
So I'm just saying, something's got to give with your hiking setup. You can't have everything completely dialed in, because then it's kind of like, can I walk with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody's hiking so well, you're like, can I be here? I think that's how most women think about it.
What about foreign languages?
Ooh, foreign languages?
That's fun.
really, really high.
That's really
It
attractive.
shows a willingness to learn.
And to be a man of the world.
Yeah, you're traveled. You can embody other people's perspectives. Mm-hmm. This is the top.
You can find out where the bathroom is.
I can
Or the
imagine anything
banyo.
better than this, except maybe archery.
What about photography?
Okay, I mean,
Okay.
I think this can get annoying actually, but
like carrying one of those
hey, I'm somebody.
big cameras around.
I have a photography layer in my.
What if it has one of the really long
sedimentary
things, like when you're
personality
sitting
layers.
at the end of the basketball courts? It's really long and
And it has its own tripod. The lens has its own tripod.
yeah,
Because it's like you're taking a picture of a jaguar, like taking a caiman out of the jungle.
yeah. I think that photography
That's
is
sexy.
a. I don't know. I think archery might feel a little more sexy than photography. Photography is a little too safe.
There seems to be some disagreement back here.
Well, there's a right answer.
Well, we did ask the women on the Mythical crew what they found most attractive about men before we started shooting this, and they said nothing. And they said it at the same time as if they had practiced. So
That's cute.
Yeah, everybody who works for us hates men. I don't know.
Reading.
I'm sorry, to be clear, not the lesbian members of the crew, okay? Don't act like
Okay.
it's just us. It's only half of us.
I don't understand the crumbs thing. I just don't.
I think I'm cleaning these up. Cleaning up for you.
I mean, just because I'm young, dumb, and full of crumbs. Okay, thank you.
I got a little bird's nest for you.
Okay.
Reading is awesome.
Reading is. I think it depends on how the guy reads. Because if it's like,
With his mouth open? I don't think it's a mouth open reader.
yeah, that's going to pull it down some. Because half the men readers are mouth open men readers.
I think
I think
woman wants a man who reads.
I think a woman wants a man who hikes, and then reading is.
You would rather have a man that hikes than a man that reads?
Yeah. I think a man wants a woman who reads. I think a woman
You don't
wants a
learn
man
a
who
whole
hikes.
lot while hiking, except about where you're at.
Well, the nature.
Like the native plants and stuff?
Nature.
I mean, I'm hating on hiking, but reading's better than hiking.
Personal boundaries. Like, you understand fabrics.
I feel like I gotta switch these.
This is weird. All right, try to switch it. All right, that worked. Blacksmithing.
Ooh, this could get.
And we got to wrap this up, Rhett. So I'm
That
gonna
can be
put
really
playing an instrument. Playing an instrument, I think, is below hiking. I think photography is the least attractive. Blacksmithing has had a resurgence because of all the, once you had the people on TikTok.
Archery's the lowest. I'm sure of it.
Actually, I feel like
Photography is more attractive than archery.
But
And this is coming from an archer.
thanks to TikTok,
I have a 70-inch bow.
women are watching men chop trees, bang blacksmith things, and arch. And I think it's moved. Do women want to watch TikToks of men doing blacksmithing or playing an instrument? I think it's blacksmithing and archery.
But they
More than playing an
but they
instrument or
want,
take a picture.
They want pictures, cool pictures to be taken.
All right, Stevie,
They
we're
want a
locked
man
in.
who can take a good picture.
Okay,
All right,
these
we're
are
up
all
against time.
These are all the attractive hobbies, but we're going to start with the least out of these. Traveling is at 15. I don't know why. Above traveling, blacksmithing, more attractive than traveling, I suppose. Then we have archery.
Yeah, archery's low. We knew
All right.
that.
Then we have hiking.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Then
Fabrics.
we have astronomy. Then photography.
Okay. So,
No.
Then swimming.
oh, yeah, you got to be able to swim.
Then gardening.
Well, I'd love to see him swim.
Then writing. Then painting. Then woodworking.
Yeah.
Then cooking.
Oh.
Then playing an instrument.
Okay.
Oh.
Then foreign languages.
And then reading.
And then reading.
Yeah, reading's the
Reading's
best thing.
number one.
Yeah.
Wow. That explains my affinity for LeVar Burton. I may be biased, but the Mythical Cookbook is the perfect holiday gift. Order your copy at mythicalcookbook.com.